Hello there. So this is the last part of this series to text node endpoint using Mocha framework and Kai library. So what we want to do now is to be able to create a GitHub workflow that will be able to trigger this text when this code gets pushed to the GitHub repo. So first of all, the GitHub requires that you structure your app like this. So first of all, you create a folder .github. Inside the folder, you create another folder called workflows. Then you target the branch. It's really advisable that you name the YAML file against the branch you are expecting an event to occur when the code get pushed to. So for that, let's write this YAML file. To write a YAML file, let's give it a name. Let's call it GitHub workflow. Let us target an event on. When is push event is done, we want to target this branch. We want to call it the branch called main, and we want to give it. We want to define the job we want this action, this workflow to do. So the job is, let's call the job test, and then we want this text to run on, let's say it runs on Ubuntu latest. Then for that, let us define the steps that we want this job to do. So the first step will be, let's give it a name. We'll say check out this repo to be able to run this test. So check out repo, and then we want to use so we'll say it uses actions slash checkouts. Let's use the version 2. By the way, you can get this from GitHub. These are functions that allow you to perform jobs or do jobs on your GitHub workflow. So let us define another step we want this workflow to do. So we name it. So first of all, we want to use Node.js to do that, to install it. So we said it also have to use from the same action. Let us set up Node. Let's use the version 1. Okay. Then another job is we want to install the dependency so that something like Mocha and others can be used. Dependencies. So we want to run this command. And then run this command. So we want to say npm install the dependencies. Then we want to have another step. Let us now, we'll call it to run the text. So let's give it another run command. So we'll say npm test. So with this, so we started by naming our YAML file GitHub workflow. We want when this event is triggered, which is push on this branch main, do this job for us. To do this job, use the Ubuntu latest virtual machine that is provided by GitHub Actions. Then take this step. The first step you should take is you check out the repo using this function. Then you install Node.js using this action. Then you also install the next step is to install the dependencies by running this program and this function or this command. Then you now do that. So if everything checks out well, we should be able to have our text triggered when this code gets pushed to the GitHub. So to do that, let's do git add, sorry. Then we'll do git commit, trigger GitHub workflow on push to repo, and then we'll just do git push origin main. Okay, fine. If everything pans out, checks out well, we should be able to see this action in our listing. Yeah, and then we're now waiting for it to pass. Test passed. So that was it. So we're able to set up our workflow using the YAML file, and then be able to text our endpoint when the code gets pushed to the repo. So if this is cool, if probably you want to run your text before you deploy this code to any of the cloud provider or any of the cloud service you are using. Maybe I use a Google cloud platform, so I might need to now, because I've written this workflow, I might need to now be able to write another job that once this one is done running, I will now set up another job that will be able to deploy my code to GCP. Okay guys, so I hope this was helpful. If you have any question, please let me hear that in the comment section. Thank you. Please also do support me by subscribing. I'm just starting to share content on JavaScript and other related topics that might be of interest. Thank you guys.